In this video, we're going to look at adding some annotations to our diagram. And we're going to do this by using layers. This will allow us to hide those annotations if need be, or show them. To begin, if you right-click into a blank area of your diagram, select Layers. We're going to click on adding a new layer at the top here, and we will call this layer Annotations. We'll notice that in here we have some areas called Visible and Locked. Locked means that we can't move the items around that layer around. So we're not going to lock it at this time. We're going to make it visible at the moment because we want this to be our active layer and we want to see what we're typing. Later, we can come and make it not visible, and this will hide our annotations. So simply click on Close. And now, if we look down on our list of items we can add, we see that there's a couple of different things we can use. We're going to use this text box because it's a nice clear text box and allows us to have some control over what it looks like. If we click on the text box and click on our diagram, it creates for us a text box we will now add our annotations in. So this one is going to be for abbreviations. Press Enter to go to a new line. If you have a long line, break it up by pressing Enter at appropriate amounts so that your text annotation doesn't become too large for your screen. The first one we're going to use is NBR equals number. Okay. In brackets, identifier. Then, on the next line, we will place FLG equals flag. And this is Boolean, to remind us that it is simply meaning a yes-no kind of indicator, or true-false. These are the only abbreviations that we are using on this current diagram, so we can simply click off of it, and we now have our diagram here. Save it, and let's hide it. To hide it, right-click in the white area again, go to your layers, and uncheck the visible. Close, and we see that it has disappeared. It's still there, we haven't lost it, but it's now not shown. So if we export this particular diagram at this point, it won't show our annotations. You'll see up in the top corner, left corner, is a little symbol, which allows us to show our annotation very quickly if we choose to do so. Again, if we now choose to export this as a picture or image, it will now include our annotation. You can add as many annotations as you wish within the layer. You can also include multiple layers. So for instance, you could have a layer for feedback. So when you send your model to someone else, they can add that into that layer, their feedback, and you can hide or unhide that as you see fit.